to earn some work, to earn some work. Hello, welcome. I'm going to do the thing that I'm trying to do where I start an ad break. Hi, Grim. Can I physically start an ad right now? I want to try to start an ad. If you're a sub, you shouldn't. Okay. Starting an ad at the very beginning, if you are a sub or watching the VOD or something, you shouldn't have to deal with that. What's happening to the end SMP? That's a great question, Grim. I'm pretty sure you can hear me. It is just reaching the end of its life. The admin has decided that after 6 good months, it is time for the SMP itself to come to an end. So unfortunately, where am I trying to go here? Unfortunately, it's time for us to say goodbye. Oh, there's so much I still want to do. I'm really hoping to get this sheep farm finished. But the thing I really want to do today is I want to figure out our axolotls. Hello, hi Kova. Hello Haruke, how are you? Omni the man, hello. One of the biggest reasons... that is interesting. I guess technology can do a lot when it comes to conflict. I mean, oh, we gotta finish off this bridge too. Ooh, okay. That might be today's task. I think I'm gonna try and build an aquarium and the bridge. Because I'm not good at things ending. There will always be things left undone. But we have an official date. The admin has said that the 4th of January is when it's going to end. So we've got a little bit of time. I didn't want to come through here. Hi, Lars! Okay, I didn't expect to just teleport through the ceiling. And now I'm... Excuse me? Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so see, this corner in here, I teleport through to get out to that. And this corner here I teleport through to get to that. So I think over here is where the axolotls are going to be a thing. As I've basically decided that that's what is going on over here. Hello! Yeah, I don't know when 1.18 is gonna be out. It's kind of nerve-wracking, you know? I don't know when it's gonna be here. I'm not ready. I'm so emotional about the fact that, like, 1.19 has been announced, just announced, because earlier this year I was well and truly freaking out about 1.19, and I was like, no, 1.20 was the thing. I guess I was freaking out about 1.19. Also, hi Gino, thank you for the self-care stuff. Let's do some self-care stuff. Hello, and thank you for the alert. I really appreciate that. You're in North America, and for you it releases tomorrow. Okay, good to know, because, you know, being in Australia, when people say the 30th, I never know what they mean. It's the 30th right now. It's been the 30th for several hours. It's been the 30th for over 12 hours. I don't know what they want. They thought they were scared of the African military. Oh, it releases today for you. Funky. I think I've done all of my things. I'm gonna stretch a little more. Yeah. Earlier this year, I was super emotional about the concept of 1.19. Because it's like, what are they gonna do after 1.19? Is it gonna be 1.20? Worse, is it gonna be 2.0 or 2.1? Like, what are they gonna do? Theoretically, it'll be 120, right? Like, we gotta take a friend with us. If anyone wants to name some axolotls, oh, never mind, we're asking the Arcana. Alright, let's ask the Arcana. The Westest Coast. Ah, yeah, the Westest Coast is the furthest behind. Once and 1.100, wow, okay. Dear Arcana, hello, welcome. We are on the end SMP. There is very little time left. Oh my goodness, time limit. There's like almost a month of the SMP left. A little over. And I'm trying to finish up my loose threads. I'm trying to make there be less in progress things. What do you think should I do? You know the deal. I cut the tarot deck in half. And I do whatever that says. Knight of Cups, upright. I'm gonna have to look that up. Hello, Squirmizard. No, I am not the owner of this SMP. The owner of this SMP is Vokium. I will reply to you in chat to tell you the name of the person who is. But yes, Loki is in charge. And hello, Not Riley, that is. I wanted to put a T there. Not Riley, how are you? I'm just gonna quickly look up Knight of Cups, because that is one of the ones I'm not familiar with. Turn off your ooey voice before you regret it. I was wondering how long it would take someone to notice that that was there. I mean, if you told me to turn it off, maybe I will. It's rarely ever on. Okay. Creativity, romance, charm, imagination, beauty. Romantic, in touch with intuition and emotions. Thrive on all things beautiful. It may be an art project or something. Gina, thank you for redeeming the uwu voice. I'm so sorry for everyone who has to deal with this. I'm going to be trying to figure out what I'm doing in the tarot card with an uwu voice. Hello, everybody. You accidentally redeemed it? Oh no, that's so unfortunate for you. You know, fun fact, the owner of this SMP is actually the person who inspired me to have this as a redeem. I particularly like it, honestly. And I've made it so that when it is turned on, which to be fair is rare, it is only once a stream that you can do it. Knight of Cups is ruled by emotions and heart. Question why? Because it's been off for so long and people were wondering where it went. This is where it went. This is why it's not on all the time, guys. You are making decisions based about how you feel rather than how you think. Well, I think for this one it is actually follow your heart. I think it's telling me to follow my heart and to seek beauty, which means that we will indeed be dealing with axolotls. If you have names for axolotls, now is the time, because these friends won't have names for much longer. Do I have buckets that aren't related to the axolotls? Maybe in this? No, I just have more axolotls. Okay, that's fine. Zays, thank you for the resub with my uwu voice. Don't worry, guys, only 2 more minutes of that. Hello, Reinforced Solar. I don't usually sound like this, by the way. Is it only once a stream per person, or can multiple people uwu in a stream? It is just once a stream. Once a stream, full stop, for the uwu voice. For the uwu, like, the action making the sound uwu, it is, I think once per person, but multiple times a stream. Speaking of, Sace, thank you for the uwu. I hope that you all enjoyed that, especially considering that it is so much worse given that I have the uwu voice. Uh-huh. Let us release the axolotls. Be free, my friends. I don't know what these guys are doing. I just know that we have like 1 minute left of oohing. How are you? Do you regret your choices? Ow, I forgot I was allergic to water. What have you joined to? My chat redeemed Uwu voice and it is horrible. Everybody hates it. Don't worry, only like 1 more minute left. Okay, it was redeemed 3 minutes ago, and it is for 3 minutes, so just 1 minute, guys. 60 seconds. We can last 60 seconds of an Uwu voice without wanting to commit bodily violence against our fellow brethren, right? Redeem sing. No, sing and Uwu do not overlap. You don't get to sing in Uwu. We all know that. This is how we all feel about Uwus. I mean, Uwu has like a sound we like. But you guys really hate when I do this voice. Don't worry, it's not much longer. Uwu is a lifestyle. You're absolutely right, Snowy. I am allergic to the water. This is tragic. Ow. You're sort of chaotic? A little bit, yes. Okay. There we go. 4 minutes. Yeah, we're sort of chaotic. How about you? I do also get like, you know, just a little murderous when it comes to the Uwu voice. I think it's funny if I do that. So, you know, that's a thing. Blue friends. I'm gonna swim over here. Roxanne friend, thank you for the follow. You're getting a little scared, Assassin. You know, that's fair. That's fair. I cannot fault you for this, actually. I would in fact say that that is completely reasonable. Hello, friends. Let's just... Axolotl Aquarium. Hello, Rebuilding Ho. I am filling up this little axolotl aquarium. I'm gonna fill it with... I'm gonna decorate it more than just with water at some point, I plan. But I'm doing this because these poor axolotls have just been in chests for the whole time this SMP has been a thing. And you know, they deserve better than that. Truly they do. They all terrify me. And if the SMP is going to be ending, which unfortunately I've been informed that it is, then the least I can do is give these guys a little bit of space. In your hand. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't ruin absolutely everything downstairs. It's going to. Seems like 1.18 is 6 p.m. GMT. 10 or 11 in the morning for you. What time is it for you right now, Snowy? If I can ask. Do I have any pets in real life? No, I do not have any pets in real life. My stepmother has a lot of pets, but I don't have any. And I don't share any of hers. Hello, friends. I think these guys need... I don't know. Something. I wasn't going to put glass there, but I kind of feel like it should be glass there. Oh hey, we didn't lose too many of these. It's 12:30 in the middle of the night. Okay, that tells me how much time it is there. Am I gonna play a new SMP after? Probably, yes. I'm not entirely sure. I've been really enjoying single player. But I don't really have a plan right now. I'll figure it out when we get there, I guess. I do have a couple of other SMPs available to me. But you know, this is the SMP that I've been spending the most like time and effort on for a while. in theory, I'll get these guys some greenery. But greenery doesn't really go with the whole Enderman thing, so we'll see. In about 12-ish hours. Oh, yeah, okay, so tomorrow for me, because it is 12-ish hours, is going to be 2 a.m. What's up? Hello, Silent Assassin. I'm... Whoa, that's annoying. I am going to... I'm attempting to finish off some of the unfinished projects. Things that I had plans to do, but have never really finished. So we'll see. We'll see. This has been such a good time being on this SMP, and I want to give it... a decent send-off. I have, like, a month's knowledge, because it is ending in about a month. Month and 4 days. When did I start streaming? I started streaming about 7 months ago, I think. But I've been doing YouTube for about a year now. Let's just sleep on the treetops for a moment. Okay, let's not. We'll get the Infinity SMP running up and running soon. Yeah. Yeah, we will, huh? Yep, I believe in us. Oh, I gotta finish that book that I'm writing on the Infinity SMP. Okay, bye Gino, enjoy your lurk. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with the stuff we've done, you know? Your dreams goodbye. I should have gotten more glass. You know what, let's go and get more glass. See, the thing is, I'm less motivated to try and do the shopping district stuff because I know that we're only gonna have a month left. And a month doesn't feel like enough to do all the things I wanted to do with the shops. Ouchie. Falling. But I'm really happy with what we've gotten done in this server. It's really cool. We've done so much. Might be a little late, but Lord Lactus was talking about wanting me to join the Purvis SMP. Yeah. Pretty much whenever he, like, I have a standing invite to any SMP he does, and I'm ridiculously emotional about that fact. So, if I ever need an SMP to hang out on, I can always ask to join whatever SMP he's hosting. It's a shame that we didn't manage to get much going with like season 2 of the Iberian SMP, because I loved season 2 as a viewer, or I loved season 1 as a viewer of the Iberian SMP, and getting invited to join it was just ridiculous and so good. What I'd really love is if we could do, you know, a couple of servers have the like voice procs mod and certain times when people are active on them, and I think that's really cool. Like the stuff that Third Life and Last Life did with that were really interesting. Oh, I have 2 leads here. So yeah. My gosh, Zace, you've been subbed for 6 months. That's just actually a little mind-blowing. It's so interesting just for me to see who's been here since the beginning. It's way more people than it feels like. Hello, hi! Hi, Perry Pan! Hi, Perry, and hello, Alicia. I'm doing quite well, thank you. Okay, friend, let's get you down into this dark gray section, huh? All these things will be permanent. This is the first time that I've really built... Come on, I was shifting. This is the first time that I have really built, like, a sheep farm. any sort of major redstone device. So I really want to finish it. I'm not going to be able to finish it quite to the extent that I wanted to, dang it. But we're going to finish it at least some. I'm glad you're doing good. It's good. Redstone is funky? It certainly is. Oh my gosh, I don't even have to go down from the tree to get these guys, because I'm an Enderman! Being an Enderian is so good. Inchling is fun and chaotic, but Enderian is the... Oh. Fine, I'll go slower. Enderian is just so fun for me to play. I should have remembered that, this is going to be glossed too and made it wider, because this feels cramped. But I am absolutely not doing more redstone, actually. I'm not redoing this redstone for like a third time. Hey, friends. Get heavy and gamble, you won't sleep, no, you won't sleep. Oh, I kind of want to do like a vanilla server where I'm working on my own things. I'd love to do like a Hermitcraft type server, honestly. That is, I think, what I would ideally love to do for 1.18 or 1.19 or something. You know, whatever happens first, whatever comes first. Oreo, thank you for the bits! Welcome to the stream. Am I playing Origins? I am, yes. This is just Origins. Origins is the only add-on, and I am an Enderian. So, really enjoying that. That sounds so fun. It really does. There's a whole bunch of stuff I'm working on. We're planning to do more stuff on the Dawn SMP soon. Is this one hooked up and working right? Excellent. Yes. It's been ages since anyone's done anything on the Dawn SMP because we all had, like, life stuff come up. But we are planning to do stuff on the Dawn SMP. And part of me wonders if we're gonna manage to, like, update it, or if we're gonna keep the world as it is. I don't know. Oh, whoops. That was a casualty. We haven't had many of those here, so it's it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Thank you for the posture check, Oreo. Now we've got enough sheep. I'm not worried about it. And I've got enough dyes and access to enough dyes that, ooh, yeah, you're gonna struggle a little bit, friend. Good luck. Peach, thank you for the follow. How are you? It's the audio visual. Hey, I'm gonna dye you green, actually, and you're gonna go in this one. What's up, good friend? I'll stay up for you. Okay, cool. And over here, light blue. That's the thing. See how this feels cramped. I'll remember that next time. Still, I think this is fairly cool. Hi, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking, Peach. I'm having a really good day, actually. I woke up at like 6 a.m. today, completely by accident, I swear. But I'm vibing. I'm having a good time. Some lights on in an empty bar. One day. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just gonna grab these sheep. One day. I'll take a bit of damage. Yeah, I'm doing really good. Woke up at 9 a.m. and went to bed at 7 a.m. That is a very long day. I hope you're doing alright. Hey friend, come this way. It's all I want to do. Yeah. I've been doing good. Oh. How dare you. That cross was important to me. I've dealt with the issues I was having. I was like super tired and struggling to stream for a while, but the good news is, by upping my dose of ADHD meds, I'm actually, like, functional again, which is fun. So, that's great. What color is this one? Is this cyan or light blue? Light blue, excellent. Okay, good to know. Imagine being functional. It's pretty good. Gotta say. Being functional, highly enjoyable, 10 out of 10, do recommend. Yeah, I'm not overly fussed about losing sheep, honestly. Like, it's okay. But I'm so inspired to tell stories. I'm really, really glad that I started off by telling Minecraft roleplay stories because, you know, that's the stories that I've always wanted to tell ever since I was a kid. I sort of grew up on Minecraft roleplay, and starting my channel out with that was amazing. But I've also really enjoyed just playing. And being able to strike a happy medium sounds like a great idea. My problem with the Iberian SMP is because there was so much roleplay story-wise that I couldn't really play the game. And I didn't know where to go with the story, so I didn't know what to do in the game. I love that I'm talking about, like, a whole bunch of different series, and people are only just joining. That's the ramble we're going on today. You're fine with your day, you got to cause chaos? Heck yeah, chaos. Oh, grab the white one, sure. You think you love Johnny Sims? How do you know? How do you know? Wait, are you a mind reader? Do you know me? Like, I mean, it's possible that I'm just misinterpreting that name, because that's not spelled the name the way I would spell it, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's super funky to be coming to the end of the year and to... Hey, you good, friend? Okay, that doesn't have... How many of these don't have, things? Well, yeah, you know, that's fair, Peach. Yeah, if you mean, like, Johnny Sims, as in writer of the Magnus Archives, I, actually literally just finished... Oh, there's chat in here, oh yay! I literally just finished listening to the Magnus Archives. I am late to the party, but I just finished episode 200. So, if that is what you meant, yes, absolutely. London puts barriers on the rails. Oh, okay, not there. Come on. I'm so impressed about the sheep. I'm so impressed that the sheep are not trying to jump out. There's a reason. Barriers on the 2 points. Okay, so how many of these don't have shears in them? Great. Yeah, I've been really loving the Magnus Archives. I did want to ramble about that, honestly, so that's where we're at now. I've been really, really loving it. And especially loving I actually love hearing creative people who are telling stories like that, talking about the stories that they are telling, because it gives me so much motivation and inspiration to tell my own stories. Like, when it comes to the Magnus Archives, for those of you who don't know, it is a 5-season horror podcast But between the seasons, whether it be in mid-season breaks or like actually between seasons, the like production team talks about their production stuff. About how much you hate it, dude. That's a difficult ask. We'll get there in a second. I don't know if I can do that without spoilers. But yeah, between the productions and stuff, they between seasons, they come on, brain, with your words, please. They talk about like how they produced it, what the issues were, what their favorite bits were, and stuff like that. And like Momo O'Brien's YouTube video of how she edits her D&D podcast and stuff like that. Every time I listen to them, they just really, really fill me with motivation for editing. Only my short sights. Okay, we're gonna have to deal with the stuff down here for a bit, but thing. So yeah, I've been really enjoying listening to creatives talk about that and actually feeling, you know, creative, motivational burst. Okay, and now I have to ramble about how much I hate the Magnus archives. Okay, so having just finished all of it, heard the season 5 finale, I cannot get a post out of my mind about how if the season 1 protagonist, like before going through all that character development, if he had heard that ending, he would call it narratively unsatisfying. I didn't want that one to die. Oh well. Like, it feels like so much of a build-up for like ultimately a letdown. And hearing the writer's thoughts about it, like, yeah, okay, I can see how it's kind of funny, and it's kind of interesting and cheesy that they ended it with, like, a cop-out, but it just doesn't feel satisfying. Like, I just want something a little more than that, you know? I want this massive, awesome concept of all of these different fears that pilot the world as we know it. This epic, multiple season long tirade of dealing with these other entities, these powers, the people that you have been forced to work with. And then the ending of it just sort of stops. And they come up with a solution that sounds like it's gonna work, and then almost take it in an entirely different direction, kind of. And yeah, I can't say that I hate it, like, I hate it as a whole. I cannot do that. Like, physically, I cannot. But I can say that that ending was not satisfying. Hello, Claudia's here. Hello. That's what I got. I would ramble more, except I'm trying not to give spoilers for, like a 5-season thing. In case anyone wants to listen to it. It genuinely is very good, but I am going to continue pretending that the final episode went in a very different way than it did, you know? That's the way it's gonna go. But I do feel very inspired. I'm feeling inspired to write right now. As you can see, my rewards right now are about a book. Because I'm feeling inspired to write the book, and I've been working on it. My family's been really impressed, actually. I have the first 9 chapters of my book, like, entirely planned out. I know all of the important stuff that happens. I have notes about like what needs to be established before stuff. So I'm feeling inspired to write. I'm once again in one of those stages where it's like, oh, there is not enough time in the day to do all of the things that I want to do, which is fun. Writing is so fun. You'd follow you to get an excerpt, but you don't have money. Yeah, it's okay. It's alright. I mean, we are pretty close to getting the blurb of the book. And honestly, the excerpt is scary because, like, I haven't actually started writing it yet. Hello, Lemon Crate, how are you? So the excerpt is just gonna be a little bit from, come on, words. It's gonna be like a snippet from the bit that I wrote in like year 10 instead of anything current that I still like and that I honestly might put in the book like word for word as it is now. Where are these guys headed? Where you going? Okay, you're not actually going to be cyan because I don't have that dye on me. You're going to be this. Come here. How's your day? It's really good, actually. Yeah. Come on. We can reach through blocks on this server and it's really weird. Yeah, my day's going well. I got a gym membership, so this morning was... excuse me? There should be a lead somewhere? Thank you for the follow, Lemon Crate! NaNoWriMo is just sort of a thing. I've never done NaNoWriMo before. I thought about it, but I feel like that's just a lot of stress. There's the lead. Yeah, so... Things. Thoughts in my brain. Yes, I got a gym membership, so I went to the gym for the first time today, and I had a little appointment where they, like, showed me around and taught me how to use the equipment and, like, gave me advice and stuff, and that was pretty good. I never expected to be the sort of person who, like, voluntarily went to the gym, but here we are, I guess. Oh, Grendragon, thank you for the follow. I love your username. Oh, I need some cyan. Let's do that. You have thoughts? I don't know. Zace, hello, welcome, and thank you for shouting, like, everything out. Oh my gosh. You thought thoughts were a myth? Yeah. They are a myth, but also, I am mythical, so... You know, I'm just that powerful. Oh, come on. It's so annoying being able to get things hitboxes through blocks. Like, I could punch this guy through the block, I'm pretty sure. But that makes it really hard to place things. You seem like a cool person. Well, thank you. I would certainly like to think that I am. I have been semi-reliably informed that I am. Thank you for the follow, Cloudy. I hope you're doing really well. I'm just like piling sheep in little holes so that I can say that I finished my major redstone project here that I said I would take on. Shay is a myth, but a good kind of myth. Thank you, Zace. Oh, and thank you for the posture check. I was definitely slouching. Hello, hi Zion, how you guys doing? Oh, and all of the self-care stuff. Alright, 1 second. I finished off my water, and I'm gonna have to go get more. Let's do a stretch. Am I using any mods? Yes, we are using mods. We have just the Origins mod. I am an Enderian. So, I can teleport, and I can reach extra long, and for some reason, as a server, we can reach through blocks. It's not just me having a weirdly abnormally long reach that is allowing us to, you know, where is it? Access a minecart with a hopper when it is underneath the block. That's just the server being weird. Eat well, and be merry, my friend. Also about the reaching through blocks, it's just an Origins bug. That makes sense. Okay, yeah. So it is an Origins thing, but it is not a deliberate Origins thing. Come, friend. Let us be heated. Oh, that's gonna break it. Yeah, man. Come over here. Oh, I have so many things I want to do. Like, I really want to get better at audio editing. Listening to the Magnus Archives has really sort of convinced me of that. Phoenix Tribord, thank you for the follow. But honestly, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Right now, I'm just focusing on streaming, doing YouTube stuff, maybe doing a bit of TikTok stuff. You can go on that side too if you'd like. It's just that you have to be in the magenta one. Oh, and let's check. Let's check that this dispenser's got a thing in it. It does, good. So, yeah, maybe some TikTok stuff, but that takes a long time. And something. My book and my Minecraft stuff, basically. I'm trying not to go more overboard than that. Heard so many good things about the Magnus Archives. Yeah, I heard so many good things about it. I heard so many good things about it, so I actually started listening to it, and oh my goodness, it is exactly my genre. Skippy Dreams, Plaz, thank you for the follow. How are you doing today? This one goes here. I've heard a single thing about it, and it was from Shay like 10 minutes ago. Should I give a pitch? Should I give a pitch for the Magnus Archives? You're doing great. I'm so glad. I'm doing really well today too, actually. This whole thing where I'm actually medicated a decent amount is a really good thing and is working well for me. Okay, that's not gonna work. So, I am enjoying being well medicated. This one officially needs me to fix the storage situation. Let's do that. Okay, it storage situation. Excuse me? Why am I in block? You're not supposed to be in block. Oh! Okay, so that would be why. I have a hopper on me for unknown reasons. I'm just gonna fix that. There we go. Sales pitch, let's go. Okay. Thank you for the lurk, Grim. See you soon. You're going around following people that are live? Awesome. Give a pitch? Okay. So, the Magnus Archives is a 5-season spanning horror podcast. So it is an audio drama that plays around with some horror concepts. The main concept of it is that there are these 14 different powers that relate to every supernatural thing that happens in our world. So, for example, the fear of being watched, the fear of, which is also like the fear of people knowing you, observing you in your most intimate moments. I'm gonna have to breed these guys up so I should get some wheat. There is also the fear of, for example, the fear of not being able to trust your reality or your surroundings, the way you perceive the world, the fear of your senses lying to you. Some of them are really heavy, some of them aren't, like the fear of the dark. So, following the concept that those are what controls every supernatural thing in the world, this group of like scholars, basically people with like people who studied being a librarian. I'm dying due to lag. Did you guys see that insane lag? oof. They are documenting, how do I put this in words? Yeah, they're documenting statements from people who have had supernatural experiences and sort of trying to figure out what's going on with the world. So it is disguised as an anthology that is a collection of stories, like a collection of found stories, but it does have its own overarching narrative. And you end up with this quirky, queer cast of characters who go through angst and bonding and overall just have a hell of a time as they try and figure out, well, what is so messed up about the world, and fight against powers that are so strong they should never be pitched against them. I think it's really interesting. Existential, yeah. Trying to give a good idea. Yeah, it is unapologetically queer. And I am seriously struggling with server connection here, but at least my connection to stream is fine. Sounds cool, and now you want to give it a listen? Hell yeah! I am certainly a very big fan of it. I didn't expect it to be exactly my genre, but it really is. I love horror as a genre, and this isn't the sort of horror of like, ooh, jump scare. It's the sort of horror of, let's actually think about this, and let's explore ideas and concepts that are kind of horrifying, but at the same time kind of comforting. And some of it hits really hard, but some of this horror podcast, some of the angstiest episodes, are ones that I would go back to in a heartbeat if I needed to feel comfort. And the creators, like the actual actors and the writers, have really good chemistry, and just hearing them hang out is honestly just a really chill vibe. All I had to say was gay. Yes, let's see. Let me tell you a small snippet of the explicit relationships, or like the explicit identities of the characters. We have a pan-polyamorous guy who is in canon usually non-binary, but in canon explicitly pan and polyamorous. We have a biromantic asexual. We have a gay man. We have a bisexual girl and a lesbian, and we've got people in what is basically a queer platonic relationship explicitly. So, oh, and there is also like an explicit non-binary background character who uses they them pronouns, and a explicitly trans background character who is binary trans. I say background character because, you know, you only get to meet them for an episode as they make their statement. But queer media go burr, you know? This is the proper amount of gay? Yes it is. I didn't know it was going to be that queer when I got into it, but it is, and it's brilliant. So, I have been very, very much enjoying it. I don't have... I have these meats on me so that I will go and, ouch. I have food on me so that I will go and cook it, and then I didn't go and put it on to cook, so I need to go do that. So yes, I have been thoroughly enjoying the Magnus Archives, and I do recommend it. I recommended it to all of my friends. Actually, I just dragged my real-life friends into it. There are some really heavy, really hard-hitting stuff like subjects in it. But every single episode has show notes and content warnings. Come on! So, you know, it's worth checking those, and they will let you know what you need to know about the episodes, including some phobias that I had never heard of until they started including them in the content warnings. As an ace lesbian, that puts a smile on your face, all the rep. Yes. Yes. Like, as an ace person, the queer platonic relationship, which, to be fair, it is not explicitly used in those words, but they are explicitly partners, even once they are no longer, like, paired together, by work. And the writer was asked what their relationship is, and he's like, you guys can decide however it is for you, like, you know, I don't get to call all of the shots. However you read it is accurate. I just know that they're partners. Like, is it platonic? Is it romantic? Up to you. The thing I was playing around with was platonic soulmates. And my little A spectrum heart is like, oh my gosh, QPR, they're doing it. Platonic soulmates, yes. So, it's great. I love it. So many of the concepts and the ideas that they played with they just fit right into, like, some of my favorite things to play around with, some of my favorite tropes. And I honestly cannot recommend it enough. Roxanne friend, hello, how are you? I'm doing very good, thank you. Okay, I got some food, and now I can go and fix the storage. Platonic soulmates is such a cute idea. Yeah, it really is. And yeah, as an aromantic person, well, actually, as a gray romantic person, but someone who is very platonically affectionate, platonic soulmates is the representation that I need in my life. Am I on Java? I am, yes. Okay, I don't technically need to place these elsewhere because, like, I don't need to replace these to go down because it will just work. Like, it won't be neat, but it will just work. Monsters. Okay. And then I'm just gonna make more chests because we need, you know, a large amount of chest. Where you heard about the Magnus Archives for the first time through a sponsorship. Ross P, a channel run by two asexuals. You should have expected it to be good. Yes, 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 yes. I genuinely cannot express how much I love it. It was the sort of thing that I never got into because I knew that it was going to take over my entire life. Like, I didn't look at it because I knew that it was going to be too good. And then I was explicitly told to take some time off. I was told, like, just unplug from the world for a bit and don't worry about anything. So I started listening to it because I knew that I was never going to be able to put it down until I was done. And I was right. I was right. It is exactly my sort of thing, and I am so happy that I listened to it. But I'm also, like, devastated there's no more because I hit the end, you know? You don't think anyone sees hyperfixations coming in advance? I did. But then again, I straight up decided to hyperfixate on this. Like, I hadn't checked it out because it felt like I probably wouldn't be able to put it down. but I did start listening to it with the expectation and the plan that I was going to hyperfixate on it. So, yeah. I've dragged a few new people into this rabbit hole. Excellent, excellent. Please, if you watch it, do feel free to find me in Discord or, like, tag me on social media or whatever, and tell me, like, give me your reactions. Tell me if you like it. If you don't like it, I will also accept hearing that you don't like it, and why you don't like it. But, oh, it's great. And I just, honestly, there's a part of my little creative brain that loves hearing people talk about how and why they made the things they did. Jellybean, thank you so much for the follow. So, just, like, I really love the production talks where they talk about why those decisions were made and what difficulties they came across during the production. And honestly, listening to stuff like that makes me feel so much better about the things I'm producing, because editing is hard, y'all. It's gonna be hyperfixation time. Enjoy that. Enjoy it. Discussing things you read, watch, hear with a friend is always amazing. It really is. It is, like, that form of bonding is just so good. You should know. Okay. All these guys are going well. I'm plunging back down here. And yeah, like, I have so many ideas of things that I want to create, right? But I know how likely it is that I'm going to be able to actually do any of those in any reasonable amount of time. The answer is it's not. It's going to take me time to do all of these things, and unfortunately that is the one thing that I am consistently short of. Which is fine, okay. Oh. Okay, one more double. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more hoppers, 1 railway, and 1 cart. Okay. Almost to 2. I've completely forgotten the math that I just did, guys. 1 more double, 6 more hoppers. Okay, that's the right amount. You? Okay. Bruh. 1 more double, 6 more hoppers. And a minecart. Math. The latest few hyperfixations have been video games, so you should stop playing games that destroy your hands for a moment and vibe with the Magnus Archives. Yeah. One of the things I loved about it is I could, like, I could listen to it and, you know, hyperfixate over it while playing Minecraft. And with my, like, the manor that I'm building, I built most of that to the Magnus Archives, and there are parts of it, especially the foundations, where I can tell you exactly what episode I was listening to at the time. Like, oh, I built this section of the roof to the episode about the spiders, like the first episode about the spiders. I built this section of the floor to the, to specifically Burned Out as an episode. Like, I love that. I think it's such a cool way of measurement. Flying Arrows, hello, how are you? Hyperfixating on and off, Minecraft on and off for almost 9 years. That is very relatable, but also Minecraft is my special interest, so it's not really hyperfixation when I do it. It's like, this is my life. There are not other options. yes, I will be doing this until the end of time. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited about, like, all of the changes that are happening to Minecraft and all of the upcoming things. But also, I'm so scared, guys. I went on a whole breakdown earlier this year. Like, I actually cried. I'm not even joking when I say that I cried about the concept. Like, just trying to figure out which direction they were going to take it after 1.19. Are they going to go 1.20? Are they going to go 1. Sorry, I just got a whole nother emotional wave. Are they going to go 1.20 or are they going to go to 2s? What happens if Minecraft ever reaches 2 point something? What? Like, what then? What are we going to do then? Hello, Intar Feek. Hello, how are you? Thank you for the follow. Welcome, I'm emotional. Guys, I just realized that if 1.20, if it is 1.20, is going to be next year, and if it's at around this time, which it should be, then I'm going to be 20 when they release 1.20. I'm not going to be 19 when they release 1.19, but I will be 20 when they release 120. And I'm emotional about that. I think that's fair, actually. I think in this instance, emotions are fair and reasonable. You're still not used to the combat changes, fair. I really like the combat changes. It's made combat easier for me. That might just be because I'm a sword fighter, and that's, like, actually how combat works in my brain. Maybe? Okay, I need a blue, I need another purple, another magenta, another pink, and 2 light grays, another black, and some brown. And I need a yellow too. Okay, cool. You prefer spamming clicks? It is what it is. Yeah, it is. You haven't been the same age as Minecraft since 1.8. Wow. Oh, oof. Yeah. I'm probably in the same boat. I think I was older than 8, though. Oh. I love Minecraft so much. I'm kind of also emotional about the concept as I'm thinking about all these things I want to do. Kind of emotional about the concept of having a team, of having people who help me achieve all of these things that I want to do instead of it just being me. Like, even just having someone I can go to and ask if they can make me, like, thumbnails, if they can draw art for me is, like, an overwhelming experience. But the thought of maybe having an editor or even, like, a social media manager or something is just, like, wow. Wow. I like the idea of fine-tuning the combat update instead of reverting it. Yeah, that'd be cool. You play 1.8, so at least you know how to W tap. Yeah, yeah. Also, if you're worried about the sheep, it's fine. It's okay that we lost a sheep. I could make this easier on the sheep, but I don't mind losing them, so it's chill. Remember Minecraft, this is it now. Feel old yet? Yes, I absolutely do. Painting angel wings, thank you for the follow. Oh my gosh, guys. This game has meant so much to me for the longest time. Thank you so much for the sub, oh my goodness. Wow. You just found me, right? Thank you. I'm glad that you like the vibes here enough to sub. If you want, I have a Discord, and you can, like, anyone can join the Discord, but if you have a subscription to my Twitch channel and you link your Discord account to your Twitch account, you can find words. in my head. We'll get there eventually. 1 second. Processing. You can access some of the sub-only channels. There we go. Those are the words. And also, I think that book excerpt is going to go to everyone if we hit the sub goal. Or possibly when we hit the sub goal. That might be one of those sub goals that doesn't change, because I actually have it. You start playing in 1.5, oh my goodness. Shay's vibes are good and science can prove this. Scientifically proven good vibes. I'm so glad. Good vibes. Good vibes are what I wanted to do. Hello, friend. We're just gonna go over here. You're gonna be nice and cozy in this little box with food and stuff provided to you. You're doing a great job and I'm very proud of you. Gonna have to go and pick up some more glass soon. I don't know how I ended up with an odd amount. I guess maybe I only put one down. Oh my goodness. Part of me wants to talk about all of the plans I have. Nate Battle Pro, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah. Part of me wants to talk about all of these little ambitions, all of these things that I don't know if I will ever get to do, but I would love to be a part of. If there were just enough time and energy in the world, I would love to do so many things. But a lot of the things that I want to do are full-time jobs worth of work that I am just casually like, oh yeah, I will do all of these things all at the same time. It's the ADHD. Safety Net, thank you for the follow. Oh my goodness. When did I first play Minecraft? I first played Minecraft as a child. I don't remember what sort of thing we were at, but I was at a social gathering and one of the kids older than me invited me away from the boring adult conversation to take a look at this video game. And it was Minecraft, and I thought it was so cool, and I didn't remember the name of it for ages. I don't remember what version it was, but I do remember that it was back when sugarcane was still called reeds. So I think it might have been beta? But I'm not entirely sure. I'm not certain. I just think it might have been. I know that sugarcane was still called reeds. And like back before they needed leather to craft a book or anything. And then I discovered it again. Rip sheep. I don't remember when I discovered it again, actually. Might have been 1.4. I don't know. We're so close to the follow goal. We are close to the follow goal. ADHD makes it possible. We can somehow do everything when our brains are switched on. Yeah. Yeah, there's so much I want to do, and managing all of it when I have ADHD is incredibly difficult. You have an entire show that you wrote the entire script of like 5 seasons, tons of content. Logically, it will probably be a long time before it gets produced. Yep, feel that. Cousin had to build a fence around your house and you're in creative. My cousins are just starting to come to me with Minecraft questions, and it feels incredible. It feels so amazing. I know that they have partially picked up Minecraft more because they realized how important it was to me and how much I loved it. And so they were like, oh yeah, I've kind of played Minecraft a little bit, but like not much. I don't play it much. And then the eldest of my local cousins, so not the eldest of my cousins entirely, but the eldest of my local cousins, started playing Minecraft a lot more frequently and a lot more seriously and coming to me with questions. How do I do this? Can you fix this thing? What would happen if I did this? And she's like, here's something I figured out, and sometimes I'll feel like, oh, that's awesome, I didn't know that. And sometimes I'll feel like, let's take it to the next step. Let me teach you the next thing. And that's so cool. You'll be back in a bit? Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. I've got to get some more glass. And also, I'm gonna run off and fill up my water bottle. I will fill up my water bottle. Not my water bottle, my cup. Because
I ran out of water a while ago. So I will be right back. I'm gonna be like 20 seconds, I promise. It will be 20 seconds.
Bruh. My sticky notes falling off.
I'm back. You're part Enderman, you're right. Water doesn't go well with part Enderman, unfortunately.
The person playing the game requires to hydrate. It is summer. Okay, it's not actually quite summer yet, but it's about to be. Mind you, the days when faction servers were massive and Pearl glitching was so massive. Yeah. I was never good at factions servers. Being raised by a pacifist, I didn't like the conflict. Like, I actually came up with an idea for a faction server that maybe one day I'll do. But ironically, the whole point was that, yeah, you've got different factions, but some of these factions only have, like, some factions have access to some materials, and some factions don't have access to those materials, so you have to, like, trade to get those materials. You have to broker deals and trade, and sure, maybe it could be from the spoils of war, but it would just be easier for everyone if you traded. So that's an idea I have, and you know, maybe one day I'd do something like that. Come, friend. She's Grace. Okay, first of all, get the brown die. Second of all, get in here. Get in here. Bye, friend. Have a good time. Have a good time. Ooh, diplomacy factions that are amazing. Yeah. You joined a faction server. I remember being really sad when your base was raided. Yeah. Like that. That was never the fun and interesting part for me. Like, why are we cultivating this conflict? And as I've gotten older, like, the concept of doing PvP and wars is better for me, but I want it to be something everyone's talked about and that we're all ready for, so I prefer the, like, honestly, I prefer the, roleplay version of it, where it's like, we have talked about this, and everyone has discussed their comforts, and we're all doing this as friends, but yeah, this is the story that we want to tell, and we're gonna do enough of it as, here's what happens if you win, here's what happens if I win. We're not gonna rig it or anything. Yeah. Hello, friend. That's not the place I want you to be. Hello! Hi! Been a while since you were in one of my streams. Now, I know that you mentioned your name was giving you a bit of dysphoria. So, is there anything you would like me to call you? I can avoid saying your name entirely if you like. I can say whatever you prefer. Please just give me a little update and let me know. It's good to see you again. And Vanessa Garcia, thank you for the follow. The reason we love the Dream SMP is because the characters built it being placed in the situations, not the wars in and of themselves. Yeah. Okay, pink and blue. I think this might be the only ones left. Craft is fine right now. Okay, how you doing, Craft? It is good to see you. Blue. And magenta, was it? Ooh. Let's maybe see about the magenta front. Oh, I do have magenta on me. Yay, I'm glad I don't have to worry about that. Come, friend. Pink? Was it pink? Pink is such a nice and soft color. It is. Yeah, I'm doing this one as the blue one. Oh, no, never mind. I'm falling down. Come, sheep. It's so. I love that when a sheep is there, it just, you know, blocks me from getting out. I could have made the entrance to this easier, but I chose not to. I think you're right, it is pink. Thank you for that reminder. Yeah. We'll have to do that. Come on, you're blue. You're gonna go there. I love that these sheep aren't really fighting me. They're kind of just staying still and letting me push them. And that I can push them pretty easily because I understand the way these work. I have fallen down is now the J equivalent of a oh, there I go. To be honest, I do the oh, there I go a little, but sometimes it's sometimes I do something else. Okay, yes, so it does need pink, which means I think I'm gonna go over here because I think I might have some bone meal in this. I do. Excellent. That means I can make there be pink. Let's go. Ooh, accept no criticism. Okay, I believe you. I believe you. You prefer blue. Pink is a nice color. Honestly, pink is underrated. My grandfather looks amazing in pink. My uncle looks amazing in pink. My best friend looks amazing in pink. And my cousins look amazing in pink. Oh, and of course pink is like my aunt's entire brand, so my aunt looks amazing in pink. There is a pink, and we do need a magenta. Okay. That is more sheep than I thought we would need, but it's fine. You know, as long as both of them don't die, then we have enough. That's not actually the correct direction to go in, but if that's the one you really want, I do have enough dye of both. So you know what? You're either going to pink or you're going to magenta. Which is it? Are you going to pink? There are people who remember things, apparently. How do I remember things? I hyperfixate on them, or I completely scroll. Like either, I remember things because they are important to me, or I relate those things to other things and remember them through a complex network of related facts. Set alarms for things is another really good thing to do. I also personally do quite like making lists when it comes to like remembering facts or the way things work. I like understanding why they work in that way, and that helps me understand that they do work, or helps me remember that they work. Oh, that one does not appear to be hooked up with storage. Yeah. Oh, you had to dye that one quickly. Okay. This. Hello, what is wrong with your storage? Do you not have a minecart? It does not have a minecart. How terrible. Makes you wonder what happened to the minecart. It shouldn't have been anything happening. There was one there, but okay. We're not gonna question it. Don't deal the devil. Welcome to my casino house. Here we go. And then that should bring, whoa, awesome. Here. Oh, okay. I think that's done. I think that's the sheep farm. I don't really need this anymore. We should start making small notes. Maybe. Bolivar? What? I don't know what you mean by that, Intar. I feel like I'm missing something there. Is the last one free or food? Of what? Oh, this. No, the last one's food. I think I have looting on this. I don't know how many I got from that. Yes, this one is food. And then we have more space for planting trees. Do I have more birch saplings? No, of course I don't have more birch saplings. I want more birch. I want more birch because birch is like the hardest to get. So I need to plant some more birch. So pretty. Yes, rest in peace, ship. Oh my goodness. So, among the things that I want to do, but don't know if I will ever get the occasion to, right? I'm doing my kind of podcasty thing of talking to people about like neurodivergence and other things outside of the social norm. And I love that, and I'm so fulfilled by that, and I am working on editing the next one of those. That's a thing that happens over on my YouTube. I still need to figure out if I'm going to stream those, but I'm kind of thinking not, because having several neurodivergent people in one conversation is already enough of a distraction. Adding a Twitch chat on top of that is just going to make it undoable. Bro, I don't know. I don't know, Belrose. To get... Where was I at in my thoughts? Yes, podcasty thing. So, I would kind of love to be in a recorded D&D or role-playing sort of podcast at some point. I think that would be great. My recent game, we keep being like, oh, why are we not recording this? But then the answer is that we would... It's good to have it off work, and we'd all be awkward. Thank you for the bits, Intar! Wonder if I have text to speech. I do not have text to speech. And that is purely because my ADHD would go feral with a voice suddenly in my ears telling me that right now I have to think about this other thing. If I don't have text to speech, I can finish whatever I'm saying and then get to the bits. But if I had text to speech, I would either have to ignore it and not get the message, or ignore whatever I was talking about and never get back to it. So that is my logic. Name an axolotl Armin. Sure thing. Chat is here, but we can go grab one of the unnamed axolotls, and we can name it Armin. That's Poggers. Thank you for the follow. ADHD just makes you implode when a noise comes out of nowhere. Yeah. I would not function. I already struggle enough when like other streamers have just random out of nowhere text to speech. I'm like, where did this come from? What does it mean? Be free, chat. I love you. Goodbye. Be well. Anyone want to come say hi? Yes, hello. Okay. Because of the lag, I'm not entirely sure what color that one was. Oh. But let's go name this Armin. Yeah. So, I would love to be on like a role-playing podcast of sorts at some point. I know that one of my friends had an idea for a podcast at some point. I'd love to... Honestly, I love hanging out with my friends while they stream, even if I'm not streaming. So that's kind of something that I want to spend more time doing too. It's just that I don't have the time. And of course, I would love to get better at drawing. And there is a, let's stock that up in the store. I was gonna make my own anvil to carry around with me, because I'm pretty sure I don't have one in my ender chest. Actually, let's check. Do I have an anvil in my ender chest? No, I do not. Okay, let's make my own, because I have a lot of iron now. Yeah, I had an idea for like a webcomic of sorts. To be fair, I had an idea with some friends, and then those friends backstabbed me, so I've decided that if they were going to be like that, then the webcomic idea could be mine. But then I've never done anything with it, so you know, it's not like it matters anyway who it belongs to. And I probably never will get to do anything with it, but it's fine. The point is having ideas, it's not doing stuff with the ideas. You love how it's called Bucket of Axolotl? It gives you so much serotonin. I'd love to watch that podcast. What, the role-playing one? That means a lot. I've considered making my own, but it's just like, either it would have to be completely raw, unedited, or it would have to be something that someone edits. And I cannot agree to be the person to edit it. I can't do that. So, I don't know what the plan is. I don't know if it's ever going to happen. But I think it'd be cool, certainly. Okay. Anvil. Axolotl. Arm. That is the correct spelling? Yes it is. Let's go. Let's put a thing. Your iron doesn't have enough coal. Yes, thank you for reminding me. I probably knew that, but I don't have enough coal in there. So I'm gonna go off and get some more coal when I drop Armin off. Let's teleport in here. Fly and be free, Armin. Oh, you're a little white axolotl. You're so cute. Okay. And I'm just gonna teleport through the wall. Yay! Okay, let's go up here to the storage area. Honestly, I am so proud of this little end city. I should try and finish that side because that one's not done yet. But I'm really proud of this little end city, even if it never manages to get done. Okay. My goodness. Let's grab a bunch of these. I love that this is basically just entirely me trying to finish everything up. Okay. Oh great, I have exponential ends. Amazing. That is one of my favorite tool names, actually. Wait. I've named my tools, actually, like, interesting things. I've named everything on this server, and I've named it outside of my normal naming convention, so let's take a moment to look at all of my Enderian-inspired names. Enderite, my Silk-Touch pick. Exponential Ends, my Fortune pick. Hedge's End, my Silk-Touch hoe. Moving Ends, my Silk-Touch shovel. World Ender, my axe, fit to cut down the world tree. Your End, my sword. End and Voided, because I felt like void boots were interesting, and like null and void, but an end and void. Anyway. Your Leg, it ends, which is the most jokey I have in here. I haven't named my chest plate yet, but Ender Eyes for my helmet. I'm really proud of those. I haven't named my bow either. I love how all of these are puns. Thank you, I spent so much time and effort on them. I had a new idea and combine them and make something really cool. Until you think it's stupid. Yeah, no, that's some weird Maya. As a fellow neurodivergent gay, we have similar experiences quite often. Yo. 2 kinds of RP podcast. No editing, all editing. No in between. Pretty much. I played around with the idea of my mum like, if I recorded the podcast, if I recorded us role playing, because I have all of, like, the recording equipment, and taught my mum to edit, we played around with the idea of her editing, because it is her pet project right now, her role playing game, and she felt like she didn't have enough work to do on it per week and kept wanting to do more. So I was like, theoretically, if we were to record it, how would that work? Would that help to give you more work? But we talked it over with all of the players, and we all think it's cool and like, haha, yeah, we could do that. How much are we actually joking? But when we actually talked about boundaries, we were like, I feel like it would change the way we roleplay, because some of the stuff there, it's like, especially in this sort of game, it's like, how much of these experiences that our characters are having do we want to be public? Because it's like a high school drama thing. And some of what we're touching on is really dark too. So it's like, how much of us would be comfortable with that? Would we actually want to do that? Or is it just a haha, wouldn't it be cool? And it's looking like it's a haha, wouldn't it be cool for this one? But maybe another game that we do one day will be recorded, because I think it'd be super cool. And maybe when I get more confident as a GM, maybe I will. Maybe I'll do a game that is. Come on, brain. Yeah, maybe I will figure out my own game someday that I will insert the right words here, record, and maybe edit down and stuff. But right now, not a chance right now. Puns are gold? No, this is gold. ADHD Gerber, abs. They call it a legend because your leg ends. Your leg, it ends. If they're theater kids, it should be fine. Other theater kids should be fine. Yeah, fair. I don't think any of my friends actually are theater kids. I mean, my friends that I roleplay with. I have friends who are theater kids. It's just not like my role-playing group. Yeah. I think one day it'd be great to do that. I just think that right now it is not on the table for me. But I do think it's super cool. I think it'd be great. Oh my goodness, I'm trying so hard to get up in that corner. Come on. There we go. Okay. We are doing an absolute lack of math because it is the best way to... Nope, I picked up the wrong thing. Next to that. It is the absolute best thing to do, to just not think at all. No math needed. You really felt like 90% of neurodivergent kids were theater kids? Ah, yes. But see, I tried to become a theater kid to help with the masking, but then I felt isolated and out of place and I had an identity crisis. So me personally didn't become a theater kid. And my friends kind of had theater kid vibes, but honestly, most of us turned into media students once we left school and didn't have to deal with the way they taught media. My main friend group is comprised of a photography nerd, an animator, and a Minecraft streamer. So, yeah, I have like one friend who's a theater nerd, and my mother loves theater. So, yeah,
It's interesting how that worked. School's terrible. Photography! I'm sure that my friend appreciates your in-caps photography. That's pretty much how they feel about photography too. You want to know another cool project that I have in mind that I really want to do? Some of you may be aware that I am a sword fighter. Some of you may be aware that I teach sword fighting. Thank you. I'm so glad I have self-touch, because otherwise I'd be splatted. Ouch. So what I really want to do is... Okay, thank you. What I really want to do is I want to teach sword fighting online. I dislike this. I want to record the lessons. Shave fences? Yep. I am a fencer. That's so cool. Thank you, Snowy. You have a headmate who's a theater kid, so theater kid by association. That checks out. Yeah. Yeah, that checks out. I've done the math. That works. So yeah, my dad and I really want to try and record sword fighting lessons so that we can teach people all over the world how to sword fight like we do. But there is a difficulty there in that both my dad and I have what's the words? No time ever. None. Zero. Zero time at any point of existence. We are chronically overworked. I don't know how that math ended up wrong, but I'm glad I managed to fix it because I was worried for a minute. We are workaholics. We are always busy. We don't know when... I can barely collaborate our schedules enough for me to go and spend time with my father. No way are we going to figure out a time when we are both free to script and plan and record and edit sword fighting lessons. So we'll figure it out. I will allow that. Screw Sword Art Online, we have sword training online. Yeah. So, yes, that is a thing that I would love to do at some point. But right now I could not possibly tell you when it would happen. Tried fencing for a day, then got bored when you learned it wasn't like movies or video games. Yeah, that is the thing that I have to train out of people the most. I'm like, why are you doing that? That's a stupid move and it'll get you killed. And they're like, Link from The Legend of Zelda fights like this. And I'm like, and if I fought the animators of Link from The Legend of Zelda, the animators would not last 10 minutes. Oh my goodness. One of my proudest moments is when a bunch of army kids, like a whole freaking army troop, came onto one of our sword fighting fields at a fair we were doing. And we gave them a strategy-based thing. We were like, okay, sure, we'll up the stakes a little. We'll give you like a teamwork strategy-based thing instead of just the normal free-for-all. It was like a group of 12, 15 of them against just my dad and I. We absolutely wiped the floor with them. And that is one of the only times where I will ever be able to say that I have taken down a part of the Australian military. Which is, an interesting thing for a pacifist to say. Fencing is fun, not your style of sword fighting, but still my style. Yeah. I really like it. Modern fencing. Okay, here's the thing. Modern fencing is stupid. Modern fencing is bad. The rules are silly. Modern fencing can take a hike. Medieval fencing, the way it's actually supposed to be done. Brilliant, stupendous, the best, just the best. Modern sword fighting, so rapier side sword, small sword, long sword. I'm also a big fan of the bastard sword, working with sort of like specifically a rapier dagger, a buckler or a rotella. It's great. It's great. I love it. But like modern fencing, I cannot stress to you how stupid it is. If you pick up one thing from me talking about sword fighting, please understand how stupid and gamified and turned into like that is not a combat. It is barely a sport. Their rules are dumb. Oh, you can absolutely say bastard in my chat. Bastard swords are so fun. Bastard swords are honestly where most of my training is, except, fun fact, it's a bastardized version of a bastard sword. So it's like even more bastard than it usually would be. Proper sword fighting is jumping 6 feet into the air and flying down, spinning and then releasing a fireball from your hand. That would be a great universe to live in, but I do not live in that universe. Is this server shutting down because of the update? You know, I think that's part of it. But I also think that the admin of the server just... We had a good run. They never expected it to be going this long. They've stopped streaming. Like, the admin of the server has stopped streaming, made this to stream with people, and has stopped streaming because of, like, stress and other stuff. So... yeah, where we're at right now, it's sort of a good time for this server to end and for something else to rise in its place. So we had a good run, and I think we're done. I don't think it's anything in particular, it just, it's come to the end of the line. Signed by a monster and his oblivious wife. Bastard squared, yes. My dad fences with you and your mom has a role-playing game. My family's so cool. Yeah. My dad also has a role-playing game, but my dad's style of DMing is not my favorite, so I don't tend to play in my dad's games because they are less enjoyable to me than I would otherwise like. My mum's style of DMing is my favorite thing ever, so I'm definitely biased. But yeah, my family is indeed very, very cool. Like, I'm aware of that. That is no mystery to me. Can't wait to be an inchling in 1.18. Oh my goodness. Inchling in those, like, caves and that terrain, you're absolutely right, crowd. Inchlings would still take, like, powdered snow damage, right? But they might be able to climb out of the powdered snow. Inchling versus giant mountain. Gosh, yeah. Okay. I am gonna have to go to the bathroom, unfortunately. So, I'm gonna leave you guys on the Be Right Back screen for a little bit. I'm gonna turn up whatever this next song is. Inchling versus Warden. Oh my gosh. That's scary. Gonna hear the end of True Crime. I will be right back. While I am gone, I would like you all to do at least one self-care thing, whether that be filling up your glass of water, doing some stretching, or just taking your meds if you need to, reminder of meds, or just telling me about something you're passionate about in chat. Take care of yourself. I will be right back.
Tragedy is half of it was true, but we've been fucking mean. We're elitist, we're as flawed as any church, and this faux rad West Coast dogma has a higher fucking net worth. I bit the apple cause I trusted you. It tastes like Thomas Malthus. Your proposal is immodest and insane, and I hope someday Selmers rides her fucking train. I loved you, I loved you, I loved you, it's true. I wanted to be you and do what you do. I lived here firstborn, the hot girl in your comp sci class. And I was Darwin's prep school dream, bred, born, and raised to kick your ass. I fell for circuit boards, rocket ships, pictures of the stars. If you could only be what you pretend you are. When I said take me to the moon, I never meant take me alone. I thought if mankind toured the sky, it meant that all of us could go. But I don't want to see the stars if they're just one more piece of land for us to colonize, for us to turn to sand. Cause we're so fucking mean, we're so elitist, we're as fucked as any church. And this bullshit West Coast dogma has a higher fucking net worth. I bit the apple cause I loved you. And why would you lie? And then I realized you're just as naive as I am. Oh, you're so traumatized, it makes me wanna cry. You dumb bitch, I loved you, I loved you, I loved you, it's true. I wanted to be you and do what you do. I lived here, I loved here, I bought it, it's
Now
true.
I should turn my lights on too. I'm back in case you hadn't guessed. There we are. Oh, basically 2 minutes. Damn, that's longer than I thought it would be. Hi, Rita Russo. I don't need your goddamn money. I don't need shit from you, because when I speak, you bet your life my words are true. Well, welcome back. We're here. Interesting, yes. Still thinking about the pens and stuff. Like, your favorite thing about surfing in general is the footwork. Well, heck yeah. Like practicing slowly and just going as fast as you can through those motions. For as long as you can afterwards. That's awesome. Personally, I'm really not the best at footwork, so I like hearing that you like it. I don't do well at practicing. That's my downfall. That's the bit I don't like. I don't personally enjoy... Oh, how do I words for this? Yeah. Like, grinding? Grinding is my least favorite thing. Doing drills? Absolutely not. My brain very much objects. So boring. My dad once made drills more fun by making a sound like ding or bip 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 whenever I, hit my father who was the target. And I told my dad that dad had to be the target instead of the tree that most people use as a target, because I'm like, look, at least when there is a human as the target, it like... Does this have an ending? Good, yes. Yeah, a human as the target at least like squishes a little bit, and if it doesn't do that, it's just not enough. Nicola, someone ate a that does not sound like the ideal thing to eat. Not a recommended dietary plan. Practicing is stupid hard. Results give serotonin, yeah. Personally, I like learning the theory and then using that, and like figuring out in combat how to do the next thing. And I particularly like when I do something very like simple and subtle and that I didn't even really think of, and my opponent backs away with fear and is like, oh no, I fought your father, I know that trick. I'm like, oh, cool. I didn't know that that's what I was doing. Or I did know that that's what I was doing, but I didn't know that it would produce that much fear, But yeah, I like sword fighting. And sword fighting is one of the reasons that I will happily proclaim that, I'm basically a fantasy protagonist. Like, how many people just casually, like, sword fight in their day-to-day lives, Basically a fantasy protagonist. Let's do that here. Bam! How we doing? It has died as the bomb. It has explosive results. Wow. You learn by doing. You can't focus on theory, so practice messes with you. It's just like theory, but slightly better. Yeah. I mean, we do theory. Oh, yes. The whole point of this is that you can fall through it, and okay. So the point of this bridge, right? I missed. That's not the point of this bridge. The point of this bridge is that it makes teleporting up to it and into it really easy. Death camps. So if I could use my brain for a second, please. Brain pending. We'll be back with you in a second. Are we at? Oh yeah. So theory, right? The whole point of theory, at least for me, is to understand the basic concept of what you're using. To understand this is the strengths of the weapon, this is the weakness or device, because it could be like a shield or a cane or something. This is the strengths, these are the weaknesses. Here are the things you want to know and you want to look out for. And then we play around with it, and they tell us afterwards, cool, this is what you're doing good, this is what you need to improve upon. Let me know if you want any advice on how to improve upon it. And that really works for me. One point in time, everyone carried a sword on them. We need to go back to this. Yes, we do. Please, I would just like my swords. We also like cloaks. Excuse me, can we also go back to like cloaks being a cultural norm? I know that I say this as an Australian and I would not personally get to like wear cloaks most of the time myself. I also say this as a person who owns cloaks and doesn't care what people thinks of them and it can absolutely just wear cloaks at any time, but it's warm. I would like to see more people in cloaks, please, because cloaks are so cool. Should get rid of guns, everybody carries a sword. Yep, we really should. It'd be so much better, you know? Solves many problems. But the beast... Wearing a dark cloak over a cutesy dress, amazing, yes. You also live in a really warm place. Look, I would just take more photos of people wearing cloaks, honestly. Cloaks are one of those things that everyone looks good in. Wow. Hey, is this shuffled? Oh, yo, it's not shuffled. That's why we've had so much Penelope Scott in one row. I didn't shuffle the playlist. It's shuffled now. Not even my own. Australia is just British Texas? A little bit. But then the whole thing is also like Florida. Australia is like the British version of Texas and Florida. And Queensland is the Australian version of Florida. And if that does not strike fear into your heart, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay. I'm gonna have to go to the desert and pick up some more sandstone, I think. Because, like, as much as I love this, we're doing thing. Florida's a strange place. Yeah. Those are empty. I'm liking that I'm actually doing, you know, all this, like, kind of maintenance thing. I'm having a moment where it's like, here's a bunch of the stuff that I left unfinished and I haven't cared enough to do. Oh my goodness. Guys, you know what this is? This is my first stream after upping my dose of medication, except for yesterday. This is my first stream with my normal setup after upping my dose of ADHD meds so that I have enough brain juice. That's why I'm doing all of the tasks that I have continuously put off and said, oh, no, too much effort. I'll clean that up later. Ah, thank you, ADHD meds. I love you very much. Zenitsu was found? Hello, Zenitsu. How are you? I hope that you're doing well.
Okay, I have 5, so I'm just gonna come up here and place 5 of these. I think that was 5. Nice. So I don't know what I'm doing with the walls just yet. But we are going over here. We have a Studio Ghibli song. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. I'm glad that you're doing good. It is good to hear. This can go in here. Cool, cool. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. You once personally met Florida Man. The Florida Man? That's important. Is it the Florida Man or just a Florida Man, you know? This is a joke. Of course, all the Florida men are different. Masked, thank you for the follow. Sunny has not been on this server in ages, I'm pretty sure. But I'm glad that she, you know, gave me permission to use her farm back when she still did play. Because I feel even less guilty about using her farm when she doesn't. Oh. Florida Man walked in front of our car and sat on the road. What? Bruh. The sheer level of stupidity. What the heck? Hello, I'm doing really well, thank you, Mask. Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm feeling good. I am in a state of I'm in a state of physical, mental, and chemical happiness right now. It's great. By chemical happiness, I mean the medication that helps my brain produce the chemicals to make me function and to make me happy is working well. So the chemicals I have added to my brain because I don't produce the chemicals the same as I'm supposed to. Those are working great, and I can tell. Hello, Liv. How are you? Bruh, that's wild, Snowy. Yes, Shay happy. I like Shay being happy. We should keep this. We should keep this a thing that happens. I'm still not entirely sure how to balance, you know, YouTube, Twitch, and all the other stuff I want to do, but I'll figure it out. Oh, I kind of do really want to get an editor, but I have to think about that. Editor requires math and also requires surrendering control. Hello, I'm new. You're well. Hello. Pronounce my name however you want. Good to know. Let's see. Oh, that's really interesting because my brain wants to add an extra letter to your name to make it a different word. We could just call you Milkman. Okay, will do. Milkman probably works. It's 35 minutes. You know, I thought that I was gonna go and get some steak. But, I've got stuff. I just got so much stuff on me. No time in confusion and denial about your sexuality and your mental physical state. Oh, I feel that. How do I cope with anxiety, stress, and family problems? I can just call you Musk. Okay. Well, Musk. I'm the sort of person who feels anxiety and stress very physically in my body. So I try to untense as best as I can. Entire thank you for the cheers. School's so boring. Yeah, it does that. I'm sorry. I hope it gets less boring. Also, this song is just a little too loud, which indicates that my music is too loud. Thank you, Milkman. How are you doing? Eat something nice, maybe take a nap, take a day or two off school or work. That is good advice. Personally, I like the method of escapism. I like just diving into a book or a new show or a podcast or something and not having to worry about dealing with the issues right now, especially if there's nothing that you can actually deal with. If you are actively working on it, music really helps. I think the best advice I can give is first you figure out what is causing the stress and the anxiety and stuff. If you can. If you can't figure it out, that's okay. Move on to the next step. Next, you figure out if you can fix it. If it is a thing that you can make any difference in. If you don't know what's causing it, then you cannot fix it or make any difference. Next, figure out how you would theoretically be able to do so. After that, figure out if you doing so is going to help or hinder your space, your state of mind at this point in time. If you can't do anything, or if trying to do something is just going to make things worse for you at this very moment, then know that you are doing everything you can and that it is okay to relax. Even if it's hard, even if it sucks, you have to relax. And sometimes to do so, you have to get those emotions out. Sometimes you need to have a bit of a cry. You need to lock yourself in the dark and surround yourself by blankets and put on some content creator that you like and just feel for a little bit, and that's okay. That is what you were doing to take care of yourself and to take care of the situation. Hello, hi, I'm Vino. SMP stands for Survival Multiplayer. So it means that this is a survival server that has multiple people on it. And thank you for the bits again, and sorry. Staying up late can cause anxiety. You read in a journal. You read that in a journal, yeah. Not having enough sleep deprivation can definitely cause anxiety, but it is not the only cause of anxiety. So definitely take care of your physical body, especially if you're feeling stressed and anxious. Make sure you have water, make sure you stretch, you take breaks. That is you doing the most you can, that is you doing the best you can. You taking care of yourself is an important step. I'm one of your comfort streamers. Thank you. No problem, Mbito. You're very sleep deprived. Grandma says you take melatonin. That's good. Sleep is hard. Sleep is really hard. I'm not good at it. You don't get enough sleep? Parents tell you need to go to school. Ugh. Taking time off from school is a good thing when you can do it. You could see if you can get your mom boss to give you a couple of days of work. Because work for 11 to 14-year-olds is tough. Yeah. A couple of days off work would be good. Look. The best thing I can tell you is that sometimes when your mental energy is stressed and taken out, sometimes your physical body will get sick to force you to take time off. If you can catch it before then, that's great. But you won't be able to be this stressed forever. You physically will not. Your body will not let you. And if it gets to that point, yeah, that kind of sucks. But it'll be okay. The way you're feeling is valid. And I believe in you. Also, be careful with saying your age in chat. I became your comfort streamer like yesterday. Well, I'm glad that you guys can find me comforting, even and especially if you've just found me. That means I'm doing something right. You cannot join. I don't have any control of who can play in this server, and also the server is shutting down soon, so we're not adding any new people to it. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it is a closed server, and it is coming to an end. We've got 1 month of play left, so I'm trying to finish up as many loose ends as I can. Trying not to leave everything unfinished. Because honestly, I've had such a good time on this server, and I don't want to say goodbye to it. But we were given warnings so that we could take our time and we could say goodbye to it as we needed to. So yeah. So you put a bit of an age gap, good. Yes. Especially because some of those ages would break terms of service for you to be on Twitch, so we're not gonna think about it too much. Always on the run. If you join the syndicate, you can get a little fun. Oh my gosh. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do with 1.18. I think I'm just gonna keep going in my regular survival server. I was thinking that I might do some more stuff with my mom, but coordinating stuff with my mom's kind of difficult right now, so we'll see. Looking for a couple new friends. Hello, Layla Goblin. How are you today? I hope that you're doing very well. Okay. Let's get back home and finish off. I'm hoping to finish off this bridge, and then I will see if I feel like doing anything else today. I know that I'm planning on editing after I finish streaming. I've already edited a bit today, but I'd like to edit some more. And I should upload a short. I should at least try. That is one of my tasks for today. It's on my to-do list. Guys, making YouTube shorts or like TikToks takes so much more time than editing videos or streaming or like just regular YouTube stuff. It takes so much ridiculously more time. Like painfully more, at least on my end. I honestly don't know if it's worth it. Did you miss something in the hardcore world with Apple? Yes, unfortunately we died. We died at about the same time after defeating the Ender Dragon. So, we made it through the end. We took down an ocean monument, and then both of us very stupidly died to piglin brutes. I'm in the process of uploading the VODs to my VOD channel on YouTube, so at some point the VODs will be available for you to see. But for those of you who were there for it, I am also uploading I'm uploading a video highlighted of the chewy leaves and no you cannot drink the nuclear power plant soup ramble. That was a fun time with chat, and that is something that is in the process of being edited down. So that's what I'm going to edit when I stop streaming today. You're gonna miss all the axolotls, I know, right? All of our axolotls. I miss the axolotls. I think I now have more axolotls. Thank you for the posture check, Ogren. Yeah, I think I now have more axolotls in my survival world. But Pain, all of our axolotls, and Mushroom Child, and all the other kids. I miss them. Yeah. Change your Twitch user, but you were there. The nuclear soup. Oh, that was a great chat that we had. I'm never gonna get over the nuclear soup. Pretty good at Minecraft, but you can never play hardcore. Yeah. We survived in hardcore, but it taught me that honestly, I don't like hardcore. I mean, as you can probably tell by the fact that I have forewarning that this server is going to close and I'm still spending it like, oh my goodness, no. I have so many unfinished projects, you can't just do that to me. I am the sort of person who will always have unfinished projects. Which means hardcore is just painful, because I'm always going to have to leave things unfinished. Layla, thank you for the follow. And Musk, thank you for the stretch. There we go. Oh. Ooh. Yep, I got a neck. It wasn't even betrayal. You were promised betrayal. I know, right? It wasn't betrayal. Part of me wants to say that, like, us very stupidly deciding to go into that situation that ended up killing us was betrayal of a form, but honestly, I don't think it counts. We were promised betrayal. Though I have decided that Apple betrayed me by falling into the void. I think that is a thing we decided. What was the nuclear soup? My chat spent an hour asking me if they could drink nuclear power plant soup, among other things, and I spent an hour telling them, no, absolutely not, are you insane? You cannot drink that. It's not edible. Okay, well, can we eat the concept of capitalism? No! Physically, no! You cannot! That is not a thing that is possible. What is wrong with you? That went on for an actual hour, and now I'm editing it down into a YouTube highlight. They loved it as much as we did, yes. Yes, it was fun. I don't know if this can accept that all his hard work will go to vanish eventually. Yeah, I don't know either. But he is, like, super good at the game. I mean, the fact that he's only died to glitches, hardware failure, like hard drive failure, glitches, and one unfortunate situation is ridiculous. But yeah, it's good that fools of Minecraft can enjoy playing this game in that way, because, now that I've experimented with it a bit, that is not my favorite way to play it. It ended up lasting longer than I had initially planned for it to do, because I was planning to do hardcore, because I was like, oh, that's not that much commitment. And then I got attached. Have I ever played on a 3DS? I have, yes. Not much, but I did. I was never really a Nintendo kid. Zolo Senpai? Oh, it's Exo Zol Senpai X, right? Sorry, giving my brain a moment to figure out where the breaks between the words are. Hello, hi, how are you? You might have to go to sleep. Yes, please do sleep. Sleep well. Love your streams. Bye. I'm glad that you're liking it here. Goodbye, Mosk. Sleep well. I hope it helps with the stress. And take care of yourself. I will definitely stream another time, and I would be glad to see you there. He gained a platform? He did. Yeah. Like, the death that made a career, for real. It is unfortunate that he died, but dang, did it give him, like, a hell of a boost. I don't know if we need 60. We'll go with that for now. Let you know next time you stream. Awesome. You're best at Hollow Knight. Terribly scared of doing single life mode. Yeah. I think it's an interesting challenge, but personally, I prefer not having to stress about dying. Like, in my single player world, I have keep inventory turned on, so that if I do die or I get lost, then I don't have to worry about losing all of my progress, because that's not entirely fun. I want to be done with it when I'm done with it, not because external factors mean that I have to stop. That's the takeaway here. That's how I prefer to play the game. Hessenhoff, thank you for the follow. How are you today? You have to go to school. Goodbye, Layla. Have a good day at school. You have to spend coins and use the question thing to ask a question. If you want the question guaranteed, noticed, and answered, then yes. But you can just ask a question in chat. It just won't be 100%, it won't be 100% answered. Speaking of 100% answered, hello rat, welcome back. It's recap time! So, hello, welcome. For those of you who don't know, this is the End SMP. It is an Origins SMP made by Lokium, with a bunch of other cool people that they thought would, like, get along and make cool content. And you know what? They were right. We did make this, like, sort of amazing little community together. But we've decided that it is time to come to a close. So, with 1 month left of the SMP, I am desperately going around and trying to finish up all those things that I don't want to leave unfinished, but didn't want to do a while back. Most of this stream was spent corralling sheep into the sheep farm so that it's all filled up. I'm not going to be able to do, like, the cool, flashy display redstone, probably, but everything is functional now. And now, and I made a little area to put the axolotls, and I finished off the roof of that one. I haven't, like, finished that. I haven't finished candles yet. And I'm working on the bridge for now, so today is a very visual day of doing things. But yeah, that's what's going on. And also, I've been talking to chat about a bunch of things, including, like, some sword fighting and stuff. I think that's the important stuff. You really want the achievements tied to it. Oh yeah, right now we're talking about hardcore. Yes. Achievements tied to doing, like, the single life version of sort of anything is cool. And, like, the bragging rights, you know? But, alas, alack, 'tis not for me. It is incredibly cool. It's just... it's more stressful than I particularly find fun. So, yeah, I choose... I choose to not worry about that, actually. I don't want to have to worry about saying goodbye to the world before I'm ready to. So, hardcore's not for me, and I know that now. Let's do that. The furthest you got in hardcore is the Nether. That's fair. When I was on my own, I didn't get that far. When I had Apple carrying me, I got pretty far.
but that's kind of because Apple likes hardcore. So, he was carrying me, he was helping me out, and we grew really close over that time of our hardcore collab, and it was awesome. But it came to an end, and we'll collaborate another day, I'm sure. Just don't know when that's gonna be yet. Oh, this song is such a vibe. Okay, not that. Let's go through the gap. Bragging rights getting a 112% file in Steel Soul. I have no idea what that means, but it sounds impressive considering that 112% should be impossible. On the side of that, let's go. Apple fell into the void and nearly died several times. She didn't carry you. Well, that's kind of because he was doing the risky stuff and I was just simply vibing. But he does say that I should give myself more credit, so you're right. Thank you for reminding me that I deserve credit too. I will try to not be unfair to the amount that I did. I didn't feel like I particularly did a lot, to be honest. It factors DLC as percent over 100. I see. That makes sense. Okay. Let's go here. And finishing off this bridge. Guys, for those of you who don't know, this is like the third time that I've recolored this bridge. And honestly, at this point, I should be better at knowing what blocks go where. No, not there. Okay. Oh no, that's a full block. I didn't mean for that. I meant slab. Okay. There and there. And across here. There we go. Ouch. There we go. Hello, Dark Phoenix bro. How are you? Entertaining. Honestly, I've had enough of looking at us at mine. Okay. Not satisfied with my singing today. Oh well. Sometimes I like the singing vibes. Today, not super feeling it. My voice is a little scratchy. Thank you for the follow. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to make so many fences. But I'm about to be done with the crimson. There we go. And it's time for sandstone slabs. Don't entirely know how much of this I need yet. Help you reach the follow goal. Thank you. Oh my goodness, 10 left until you guys get to see the book blurb. Oh, it's the first draft of my blurb too. My name one, Save Me. Absolutely. Let's go over there now. It's such a good name though. Especially because the server's shutting down. Wait, that's heartbreaking actually. The server's shutting down and the axolotls are just gonna be here. As they're just gonna be here. I thought I'd be when I was a kid, when you I'd be when I get older. Okay. Hey, friends. Oh, pain. Save me. That is very painful, Grim. Thank you for the suggestion. Angst. Let's go. Not gonna pay the bills. Oh, speaking of my book,
guys, I've been considering like adding a redeem for like telling you something about the book. But then I also don't know how different that would be from like a quick ramble go that you guys specifically state to the book, or from ask me a question and you ask a question about the book. So what do you guys think? Is it worth making like an entirely different thing? Oh my goodness, that's a relic. Wait. Up here. See this dark oak bit? That's from back when it was dark oak. Can you legally believe Grim? As long as Grim says it's okay. Sounds cool. What's up, Amazu? It's been a while since you've been here. Everything okay? Have you been really busy? How on earth can that be saved? One click away from insane. Hello, Truck Ken. How are you? Truck Kun. How are you? Dun, 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 dun. Not okay, lighthearted? Okay. Jake Willis, thank you for the follow. How are you? He's just a donut. Even though he's got social skills, it doesn't mean I can pay the bills. I make the most of him, cause she moves on pretty bloody quick. Oh, you and your boyfriend's a mess. Yeah, Wilbur. This is a good song. I like it. Oh. If you guys have any questions about my book, feel free to do it. Also, how expensive do you think a ask me about my book or get me to say something about my book redeem should be? As a question for you, chat. How expensive would that be? My favorite place. Hello! Hi, Space Cadet Armin. How are you? You wanted to bully Grim for the antagonization of your tear ducts. I mean, I understand that, but unfortunately, you've been told not to. Dun, 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 dun. Oppa. This is not nearly gonna be enough. Let's make 16 more. I would love to finish this before my brain runs out of juice, but I'm probably not going to get the next thing done. This is tragic. Everyone, please ignore the fact that I allowed this to happen. Pay no mind to the one section I forgot. Excuse me, I did craft it. There was just like, okay. As long as you know that it's there. Okay. Hello, Dream SMP Enjoyer. How are you? What was your favorite thing about the Dream SMP? Like this sort of season arc of it, at least. Because we don't know what they're doing next. Anytime someone with Dream SMP in their name comes into chat, I spring that question on them. I'm like, either, who's your favorite character, or what was your favorite thing about the storytelling? And they're never prepared for it. 300 to 1K. We don't want to be very secretive. Maybe 10K if you want to go big. I'm very excited about it. So, I kind of like the idea of being able to talk about it a fair amount. See. So what happened? You only just recently got into the Dream SMP. Well, good luck, Snowy. I believe in you. I won't give spoilers then. Excuse you. Excuse all of you. I need to say, haha. It's hard to get into at this point. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, it's one of those things that I think is, at least at this point, better to engage via fanon than via canon. The fan base is definitely, like, one of my favorite things about it. I know there's some people who don't like the fan base, but personally, the sides of it that I've seen are pretty good. I think it's really interesting to see what they've done with the story, so I find it interesting. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Lokium's area looks so good. We ain't gonna hurt you. You don't watch many lore streams. You don't really have to. You're not up to date with the lore. That's fine. You don't need to be up to date with the lore to know what you like about it. Whether it's the lore or the people or just the vibes of the server is totally up to you. And if you don't have an answer, that is totally fair as well. You don't need to have one. Do I have a Discord server? I do have a Discord server. Discord. If you join my Discord server, please do be sure to react to the rules when you join. Otherwise, you will get automatically kicked by the bot. And you will have to go and find a new link to join. It's not that hard. It's linked all over the place. But, you know, if you don't react to the rules and then you wonder, why can't I find that server? It's because the robots decided you weren't allowed to stay if you didn't say you could behave. How's your day going? My day's going well, Dyspraxic Goat. How about yours? Also, can I just say, love the dyspraxia mention. Dyspraxia doesn't get talked about enough. Yeah, my day's going really well. I'm having a good time. Cleaning up some stuff. Because my brain is allowing me to, and I don't want to say goodbye to this server. I don't want to leave all of this stuff unfinished. And doing some other stuff too. I've been productive. Maybe not as productive as I physically could be, but you know, doing the absolute most every second of the day is just not sustainable. Doing alright. I've heard about dyspraxia before, yes. My mother has dyspraxia, so I don't hear about dyspraxia enough. The only time I can think of dyspraxia being mentioned in the media is at the beginning of can't remember names. The beginning of the 13th Doctor's story in Doctor Who. But yes, for those of you who don't know, dyspraxia is basically medical grade clumsiness. Like that is a major oversimplification of it, but yeah. it makes you struggle with like some of the fine motor stuff, at least in my mother's case. And like, you know, 9 times out of 10, she can get through a doorway without bumping into it, but every 10th time, approximately, she walks away with bruises. Because she just cannot navigate the world in the way that I can. Nah, you now know a new thing, no problem. Happy for the info. Also, I don't think I verbalized it right, but I did hydrate. I have hydrated. There's bad parts of every fan base, but Dream SMP fan base is the majority of good people. Kind of like K-pop fans getting super bad rap. Yeah. I mean, Dream SMP as a story got really wild, like to the point where it parallels some stories that I was very glad to have avoided the fandom for. But overall, the actual fandom of the Dream SMP is pretty decent, and I think they've done some interesting stuff. Oh, how perfect was that amount of sticks to wood? My favorite member of the Dream SMP is either George, Wilbur, or Rambo. Awesome. I quite enjoy Wilbur as a content creator.
His characters were interesting. I didn't enjoy his Dream SMP characters as much as I enjoy some of his other characters, but I do quite enjoy him as a content creator. And I was really, really enjoying Rambu, both as a content creator and as a character. Rambu's one of my favorite characters. So, I agree with your choices. I unfortunately don't watch, I don't watch enough George streams to really know how I feel about, like, George on the Dream SMP. And certainly not character-wise. Wait! Guys, this one is supposed to be... That's supposed to be a pillar down. Rolepuck Champ, Wilbur and Techno are your favorite steering doctor with the story. Absolutely. Techno is my favorite. But there is a small question of, how much of that is just that I am biased towards Technoblade because he's one of my favorite content creators, and I really like the way he streams, makes content, tells a story, plays the game. Like, you know, Techno is one of the only people I can just sit down and watch a 5-hour VOD of and not feel like not feel guilty for not doing anything else that day. So if that makes sense. So, yeah. Janie, thank you for the follow. How are you? The only Dream SMP character of Wilbur's you actually liked was Ghost Bro? Yeah, Ghost Bro was great. A few weeks ago someone told you had the exact same vibes as Roundly. Cool. Those are some pretty good vibes to have. Okay, I'm gonna need... Wait, don't forget to sup with Prime. Okay, my singing there was a mess, but in my defense, I've been streaming 2.5 hours, and it's hot, so dehydration. Anyway, yes, I need more bridge. You remember watching Wilbur way back when he used to do the editor video things with Jack Sucks at Life? A while to see him go from this creepy guy nobody knows about some of his videos to one of the biggest content creators on Twitch. Yeah. Wilbur was my introduction to a lot of the modern Minecraft scene. Yeah, he was one of the people I found people through. You're good! You just wanted to drop by. I hope you have a good stream. I will, thank you. Thanks for dropping by and for dropping a follow. I hope that your day goes amazingly. Space Cadet Armin, thank you for the follow. I'm glad that you like the vibes, and I hope that you're doing well. You don't actually think you have the same vibes as Romper? That's fair. I mean, when it comes to vibes, yeah, it really depends how you measure them. And because the way that someone interprets the vibes of, like, their friends or the people that they watch depends on their their personal interpretation of those people from their subjective experiences and opinions. So maybe in your eyes you don't, but in their eyes you do. Maybe they're looking at stuff you're not. Maybe their idea of you is different than your idea of you. Maybe not. Who knows? You're good because they're your own vibes? Yeah, exactly. They are your own vibes, and I think that's brilliant. Also, I like it. I finally like the color of the bridge. It fits better with my theme. Fits better with the theme. The building materials are a bit of a pain to get, but they are significantly easier now that I've identified where a desert is. So, yeah. I've done some good work in this world. This bridge doesn't actually go anywhere. But, like, whatever, you know? It doesn't actually need to go anywhere. Try telling jokes.
You've been late. Hello, C7. Welcome, welcome. Who comes inside of me? This area is a little difficult. That's gonna be the best I can do. Ouch. that dimension is not actually the best for what I've put together here. She's always asking number, alright. As if auspicious or not, but I find the answer, so good night. Thank God that time short. C7 from the soup incident. C7 might have been there. C7 is sort of irregular. Oh my goodness. You know what? Part of me really just wants to add that redeem now. I did kind of say that I was probably going to stop stream soon though. Body of no to you. You know what? I'm feeling good. I don't want to stop the stream. 1 second, I'm gonna add a redeem. Just casually going to add a custom reward. I could name it something cool, but we're not gonna name it for now. Encourage me, or ask, encourage me, encourage me, Froggalog, thank you for the follow. Encourage me, incite or ramble, or ask questions about it here. Gonna do 500, and yes, I'm gonna require you to enter text. I'm just maybe gonna add like a 10-minute cooldown and max viewer 3. Let's see, is that on now? Yep, that's on now. Excellent. Okay, just casually adding a redeem of sorts. And then we'll see. Saving these rose petals for name that axolotl. Very fair, very fair. You have an uhu that you're saving up. Fair, fair, fair. You have a feeling it would never see the light of day in this particular stream. If you want me to name an axolotl in my other world, I can write it down to name it in my single player world. However, we do have a variety of unnamed axolotls here, and that is in fact tragic. So if you would like these axolotls to be forever unnamed, you can name one in the other world. No, it's fine. I'm gonna do some other streams in this world before they're all taken away. If you want it to be in the other world, you just let me know. It's just that I actually do have axolotls in this world that I can name now, instead of elsewhere. You're stingy with rose petals. That's very fair. They're an important currency, you know? Oh wow, I actually expected to run out of fences. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. I only come in batches of 6, though. Okay, well, they come in batches of 3, actually, but you know. Best currency. It really is. You have more rose petals than you do dollars. At first, that sounds sad, but then when you realize, like, the income that they make and some of the amounts that my people, like, the regulars have, it's not as sad. like, considering how much everything costs, I think that's quite reasonable. Guys, oh my goodness! Finished! That bit is weird, yes, granted, we will ignore that bit though. You'd enjoy rose petal money, amazing. Don't have a job right now. I go without saying, yeah, fair. Okay. These can all go in here. Let's just take a little moment to make some candles tonight. I'm just gonna, casually make some candles here. And get out a lighter. Let's do it. You fresh stream because you completed computer glitches sometimes, and now you have almost 5K. Cool. It's technically out of paper. Perhaps. Such a good song. Oh my goodness. Pebble Brain is so good. I really enjoy Pebble Brain as an album. I didn't expect to like it this much. Like, I expected to like it, but I didn't expect to like it this much. And I'm so excited for the next EP, honestly. Your updated count went up to almost 600 when you refreshed. Cool. Ooh. Sound like your girlfriend. She end up with you. Okay, we're gonna go up here, actually. Climbing up here is gonna make it easier to get on there. Ha 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 ha. And she's the start. Well, now I need to come tell me what good's this energy. Oh my goodness, all of these are just going to be easy to place. That makes me so happy, because that particularly is going to be hard. Do I have your playlist public? I do! Playlist. You can find this playlist I'm listening to here. It's Uwu time. Oh no, you can't. Oh no. What kind of book is it? Fantasy, sci-fi, etc. That is a good question. Okay, so it is a fantasy book. It is set in a pseudo-medieval setting. I think I'm gonna go hunt some spiders for a minute. Yes, it is pseudo-medieval, and there will be fairies, because if you have seen my single player world, you know how much I love fairies. So that's what's going on. Pseudo medieval fantasy book with some magical creatures, but I haven't figured out if magical creatures other than like things classified as fair folk exist. We may figure it out. Headmate is telling you need to go to bed. Yes, that's probably a good idea, Snowy. It's 3 a.m. Yes, please do sleep. Sleep well. Ah! Yes, good night. Sleep well. I want like a few more string than that. Because string is the thing holding me back, candle-wise. I love this song. This song is so much of my childhood. See you tomorrow with 1.18. Oh my goodness, I don't even know what I'm doing for that yet. Ooh, hey friend. Yes, bastard is allowed in my chat. It's a word that I particularly like. The Fae are simultaneously bastards and amazing. This is true! If you didn't have a timer for ooh stuff, it would be pure chaos. Yeah. I mean, the first stream I did it, it was like 45 minutes straight that I had to do it for. There is the spider. Hello, hello! You finished your lessons? Welcome back! Oh. Hello, lovely lilies! Welcome back! Hi! Recap time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Few quick recaps. This is the End SMP. It is a survival multiplayer Origins server, in which I am an Endurian, so I can teleport. Ha ha ha! I also have like extra strong reach. Now, this server's been going for about 6 months now, and the admin decided that it was time to bring it to a close. So we have 1 month to say goodbye to this server before it shuts down and we can no longer access it. So I've been trying to finish up some of those loose threads so that I'm not leaving it with so many things incomplete. So it's modded, it is modded. It has the Origins mod and only the Origins mod. Though it has like a couple of different, Origins packs. So I have been building up my little area in this forest, this dark oak forest with the valleys. I love it so much. I've been building up these like bridges and little end cities coming out of it. And I'm turning my music down just a tiny little bit. And it's amazing. And also, I am writing a book. This time last week, actually. It's been 7 days now. Oof. Ouchies. Okay, let's get up here before they, explode on us or something. Okay, cool. Definitely didn't mean to fall, but that's fine. Okay, I didn't mean to place those. Yeah, this time last week, I brought up the book that I didn't write on stream, and people were so encouraging and enthusiastic and inspired me to keep going, so I'm gonna continue writing that. And I'm super excited about it right now, so it's all I'll talk about. There we go. I'm so sad, Kate. Ah, no, I missed. Hey, friends. Hi, guys. Hi. Oh, okay. I did not bring the required materials. I will be right back, my friends. English teacher's assignment name. Project No Cap. Bruh. Project. Such a great name. It's real. Trying to think of anything else. Oh my goodness, guys. 4 followers until I share the blurb from my book. We might even get to see it today. What am I doing? I'm getting shears. This blurb is like the first draft of it, so some changes some words might change, but I am really, really excited, honestly. Previously I'd been struggling to sum up what I wanted to write in a blurb, so I'm honestly, like, so proud of the- Ow! That wasn't supposed to happen. So proud of the fact that I have a blurb. And also, fun fact, I have planned out the first 9 chapters. So it's so late. You just had to stop in. Please go to sleep. Promise to come back. You've been away from socials and everything. I will see you when you come back. Please take care of yourself. Also, does anyone know where the rest of these went? Okay, I have 11 now. It's gonna have to do. It's gonna have to do. Goodbye, goodbye, lilies. It has been so good to see you. Origins hardcore server. That sounds like chaos. Sounds like pure chaos. Ouch. Ah, yes. Misclicks and accidentally opens the recipe book. Ouch. Fair. Fair me. I can see what you mean. It's like really overwhelming to have that open, honestly. Like, it gives me anxiety. Here we go. Already lit. 1, 2, 3. Let's make these all have 4 on them. Because these are supposed to mimic the end rods. Sort of fun fact for... Oh. That wasn't replaced. Fun fact, guys. The end has been closed on the end SMP. We have not been able to access the end. But for this last month, at some point soon-ish, they're going to open up the end and basically let us do whatever we want. Give us a free-for-all. And, oh, come on, words. Yeah, my entire building style has been basically based off of Endurian, who is homesick but does not want to... Like, it is homesick but doesn't have access to home. So everything I'm building is, you know, with these materials that I'm trying to mimic the color palette of home as best as I can without being able to actually get the right colors. So that's been really interesting. And the white candles were my best shot at end rods without being able to access end rods. So yeah, I think that's cool, and it'll be interesting to see what and how things change when we have access to the end. I don't know. I don't really know if I'll pay attention to that. Haha, yes, good. Like 2, please. Can I place an order for 2 of the honeycomb? Wherever they went. Over here! There we go. The recipe book was actually RNG manipulation. It's intentional in a speedrun tactic, promise. That is good to know. It's cool, I'll give it that. And it is very useful for like new players and speed crafting and such. It just overwhelms me. It is overwhelming. It's so weird that it has to be a full block underneath it. Like, candles can float, but no, you need a full block underneath it to place them. That's fine. It's fine. Good girl, she called the car. Electronic Vault, hello, welcome. How are you? I hope that your day is going well. I don't think there's anything else that needs the candles. What about over here? Do you have full candles? Do you have full candles? Oh my goodness, we've got full candles. Is there anywhere that does not have full candles? Up there has full candles, up there has full candles. There's full candles. Oh my gosh, so many candles! That's great. I like the girl top light. You're just joking? Okay. We got 4 candles here. You know what? I know where these are going. You can tear down your base and make it with real end blocks. Thanks. So I'm thinking this layer probably needs candles too. And I'm just gonna like... Right now, I am just going to... like... you know... placeholder them. Except for maybe this one, because I think it turns... yeah, okay. That one does not need... thing. With the stuff and the things, you know, the words that I'm saying with my mouth. I should end stream soon. If that is the level of English that I am capable of. But also because, guys, honestly, I don't know what else I'm planning to do right now. I think we ticked off everything on my loose threads that I had been putting off list. And that's kind of cool. This community is so awesome. Just checked out the Discord and you guys are so welcoming. I'm glad. Glad that the Discord you have found welcoming so far. That's really good to hear. And I hope that you enjoy your time in this community. I know that I am very, very proud of the community that I've created here, so yeah. Hi, Frenchie! I'm gonna trade with some villagers and apparently talk about my book some more. And then I am going to probably end stream soon. Does my book have a word? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Grim? Word? As in, does it contain words? A particular word? Is word a misspelling? Did you hit enter too soon? I don't know yet. Please let me know. I also, yes, I completely agree. Frenchie's name is amazing. What do we have in here to trade? Just this, okay. Poor man's recycle petals. Bro. You good? You good? Not sure what you mean by word. My book has many things. Certainly contains many words. I don't know how to answer that question if you don't clarify, because I do not understand precisely what you wanted me to say. You're never good? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please clarify though. I want to talk about my book, but I don't know what to say. You don't know either? Okay. Well then, I will give you some knowledge about my book. When reading over the first little snippet I wrote several years ago, my friend who is sort of an expert on how like medieval societies work was like, this is ridiculous. The prince would not be up before most other people wake up. Like, lazy bastard gets to sleep in. And I was like, so interesting that you've called that very deliberate choice. Yeah, the prince wakes up ridiculously early. That's a choice. What's the genre? The genre is a fantasy coming-of-age book. Can you do read word? I believe in you. I believe in your ability to do so. So, yes. It is a fantasy coming-of-age book, and I want to write about neurodivergent experiences. I want to write about a neurodivergent protagonist who, even though it may not explicitly be said in the book, because I don't think anyone in universe has words for that, it is definitely going to be a neurodivergent protagonist. And I want to try doing fantasy right. I mean, there's plenty of right ways to do fantasy. I'm not saying there's wrong ways to do fantasy. I mean, when I'm like, so why is this an issue? Why is this character barred from doing this thing? What is their struggle? I don't want to pull any of the struggles that hurt people. I don't want to do that. I don't want sexism to be the reason that one character struggles to do a thing because they're all like, oh no, but you're a girl. Nah, she's gotta have a good reason for why the thing is a challenge, and then she's gotta overcome it. So, that's my book so far. And it looks like next stream you guys will get a blurb, hopefully. But for now, I'm gonna go see if I can send you off to anyone else, because I've been streaming for 3 hours, and I need to go do some editing. I should be looking on my phone. Oh well. This ball's too good to lose. No, I should be looking on my phone. Oh, there it is. There it loads. It's always so slow on my computer. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm gonna vibe in the words. Okay, let's see. I've rated this person once. Motivation for from sexism is honestly overdone. Absolutely. Okay. This person's vibes last time I rated them were far more of my friends. Like, they fit one of my friends' vibes so much more than mine. But I don't rate this person often, so we're gonna go give some love for this person. This upcoming stream is intended for mature audiences, so please do keep that in mind with your rating. And I will talk to you all another day. I will see you tomorrow morning, my time, for probably more survival. I love you all very, very much. And goodbye. Have a good day. Thank you for being so lovely. Thank you for being so lovely. Just so everyone knows, I have a Discord server if you want to keep in contact with me behind the scenes or interact with the community. Just make sure to react to the rules. And I also have a YouTube channel where I upload some YouTube stuff, some highlights. It's a little dead right now because streaming is taking up more of my time than editing is right now. But if you want to see some of the other things that I have done, then I highly recommend that you check out the YouTube. And I hope that you all have a lovely day. Thank you all so very much for the lovely stream and for hanging out. I'm so happy with what we've got done, and I love you all so much. I am truly living out my dream. Just gonna spend these last few seconds saying bye! Goodbye! Thank you for the hydrate, I'll do that. Bye! Oh my gosh, goodbye everybody! Do self-care! Bye! I love you, I love you, I love you, bye!